יישובי עוטף עזה לפי האנשים שאכפת לו מהם.
בכלל לא אכפת.
בנתיבות 5,836 מצביעי ליכוד.
Benjamin Netanyahu, the current Prime Minister of Israel, to leave his job because he's the one responsible for the October 7th disaster, the biggest one we had in the history of Israel, where 400 people were murdered, and babies, women, and children were kidnapped, raped, and burned to death. We need him to go. He's responsible. We need him to go now, yesterday.
כל יום שהוא בשלטון עולה במחיר דמים.
ראש הממשלה הזה שדרה אותנו, שיסה אותנו, פילג אותנו, החליש אותנו.
המחדלים עוד נמשכים. ברור לנו מי הרוצחים.
Thousands of Israelis protest outside Netanyahu's house demanding his resignation. Thousands of Israelis gathered outside Benjamin Netanyahu's residence in Jerusalem in protest of his handling of the war with Hamas. The demonstrators marched and chanted with holding Israeli flags and banners condemning the Israeli prime minister and demanding that he leave office. They believe that Netanyahu is responsible for Hamas invasion of Israel on October 7th. The Mail Online reports one protester, Rennie Graff, said Benjamin Netanyahu, the current prime minister of Israel, needs to leave his job because he's responsible for the October 7th disaster, the biggest one we've had in history of Israel, where 1,400 people were murdered and babies and women and children were kidnapped and raped and burned to death. We need him to go. He is responsible. We need him to go now, yesterday. Another person held up a banner which read, Netanyahu destroyed Israel. According to protesters, reportedly chanted, because of you, we are dead. Get out of our lives. Israel's military campaign has so far killed around 14,000 Palestinians in Gaza in retaliation to Hamas attacks, according to Palestinian medical authorities. Much of Gaza City has been reduced to rubble, while about 5,000 children have been killed in Israeli attacks. Israeli leaders have sworn to free all hostages as military pursues their invasion of Gaza, according to an Israeli tally. Prison authorities in Israel announced early this morning that they had released 39 Palestinian captives after Hamas freed 13 Israelis and 4 Thai nationals in the latest stage of a 4-day ceasefire. Okay. And here's some more reasons why they have every right. The Israelis have every right to ask for Netanyahu to leave. Israeli intel agent with foreknowledge of false flag was told to stay quiet or face court-martial. An Israeli officer in the elite 8200 intelligence unit warned her superiors over Hamas' plan of a mass infiltration event and was told to stay quiet about the plans or face court-martial. The officer revealed to N12 News that he warned his superiors and the government about a scenario involving a mass intrusion event by Hamas, foreshadowing what occurred on October 7th. She turned to her commanders, but they did nothing. You are imagining it. Her commanders were quoted by N12 as telling her, even worse, she was threatened with prison time for daring to speak out about the upcoming event. Okay. Jerusalem Post report last week, Channel 12's Weekend News program published new testimonies of female observers who served near the Gaza border. The testimonies of the observers, they tell how for months they warned repeatedly about changes they see in the field, which required special attention and raising red flags. According to them, they told their commanders that there were training sessions, anomalies, and preparations near the border. Among other things, they described how more and more people who have never visited this area suddenly come to it, how farmers who used to come day after day to work the field suddenly don't come to the place and are replaced by others. And above all, they recognized another feature, one that rang all the bells. Those female observers felt that they were not being listened to, and what they were seeing was not being counted. There were those who decided to alert one of the senior commanders in the sector, and this is the response they received from him. I don't want to hear about this nonsense again. If you bother me with these things again, you'll stand trial. Wow. So more and more, you're seeing that Benjamin Netanyahu was pulling a 9/11 straight out of the 9/11 playbooks. All right. It's basically what he was doing. He was being a George Bush. Sad to say. And then he says that I remember Benjamin Netanyahu was saying that we're fighting for justice and we're the humane side. We're the good guys, right? Israeli children sing, "We will annihilate everyone in Gaza." The Israeli public broadcaster Kan brought together a group of Jewish children to sing a song in celebration of genocide and ethnic cleansing in Gaza. The comical evil song was deleted shortly after it was posted due to widespread backlash on social media. Okay, let's hear it, shall we? You letting kids sing this? Okay. From Electric Intifada, Israel's national broadcaster Khan uploaded the song to X, formerly known as Twitter, in which Israel children sing in celebration and support for Israel's army's mass extermination campaign of Palestinians in Gaza. The sweet faces of children make an incongruous accompaniment to the genocidal lyrics of the so-called Friendship Song 2023. Autumn night falls over the beach of Gaza. Planes are bombing destruction. The children sing in angelic voices. Within a year, we will annihilate everyone, and then we will return to plow our fields. The video was deleted after backlash, but was archived on X, on Khan's site, and translated by David Sheen of Electronic Intifada. The song and video were originally created by Ofer Rosenbaum, a so-called crisis communication expert who heads a public relations firm called Rosenbaum Communication. Electronic Intifada reported, "This is the type of lunacy you produce when the guiding principle of your war is an ancient biblical commandment to destroy Amalek." Pretty much. Netanyahu declaring invasion. You remember what Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible.
You must remember what Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible. And we do remember, and we are fighting. Our brave troops and combatants who are now in Gaza or around Gaza and in all other regions in Israel are joining this chain of Jewish heroes, a chain that has started 3,000 years ago from Joshua ben Nun until the heroes of 1948, the Six-Day War, the 73 October War, and all other wars in this country. Our hero troops, they have one supreme main goal: to completely defeat the murderous enemy and to guarantee our existence in this country. We've always said, never again. Never again is now.
Basically what it is. Sounding like Hitler. These animals can no longer live. Era Yakshin, a 95-year-old Israeli army reservist, is seen inciting every Jew with a weapon to kill Palestinians and erase the memory of them.
תעלו והצליחו, תכסחו אותם כמה שיותר, שלא להשאיר מהם זכר, שלא לא הם, לא אמא שלהם, לא הילדה שלהם, לא התינוקות שלהם, אסור להם לחיות האלה. בימים האלה לא תהיה לנו ברירה, נקבל עוד טילים מהחיזבאללה, ויקומו כל הערבים בארץ נגדנו, ואז לא תהיה ברירה, מי יש לו נשק יירה בהם. אתה יש לך שכן ערבי, אתה לא תחכה שהוא יבוא אליך הביתה, תיכנס אליו הביתה ותירה בו. תיכנס בהם לפני שיפעילו את הטילים שלהם. אל תחכה שיפגיעו ותיקח את כיפת הברזל. כנס לפני זה, אבל אנחנו צריכים להיכנס לא כמו קודם. להרוס ולהתקדם, להרוס ולהתקדם, עם תותחים, עם הפצצות, להרוס בית ולהיכנס הלאה, להרוס עוד בית ולהיכנס. כמה על מה שהם עוללים לנו, עכשיו הולכת להתחולל. עכשיו הולכים להיות דברים שלא חלמנו עליהם.
This always shows that just because you are old doesn't mean you can't be an old fool. Okay? A lot of people, you do not know the Jews. I have no hatred towards the Jews. But there's a lot that people have to understand about how this all began. And this began way before October 7th. I'll say it again. Israel has been mistreating the Palestinians since the late 1940s. Okay? That is what's been going on. People need to do their research, and you'll find out what's been going on between these two ethnic groups. All right. And look into that Talmud. Look into that Zohar. That will show you why Israel is so very much apartheid ethno-state that treats people horribly who are not of their same skin color, and how they treat the Palestinians. Okay. Do you ever wonder why you could find the Bible, you could find the Quran in every library in the United States, but you can't find the Talmud and you can't find the Zohar in every library in the United States? Ask yourself that question. Anything you want to know about this channel, it's in the description box. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.